morning, student. Today we are going to start again the programming in Python revision 2, but this is part 3, that is the advanced portion of programming in Python, which we have covered in class 11th. So in this particular portion of revision 2 part 3, we will cover strings, list, tuple, dictionary, set, searching, sorting methods, all these things what we have covered in class 11th. So today we will start with the string. So in strings we will cover how we can declare a string, how strings are assigned, what are the operations which can be performed onto the strings, and what are the methods, functions which are available with the string class. So string in Python is a sequence of character. Any character set, any set of characters which are available on your keyboard are known as a Python string, enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. There are different way of declaring strings, so we will discuss about these things also. Python has a built-in class known as str for handling the string. You can check it also. Suppose I'm creating a variable s is equal to, this is a Python string. You can see this is a Python string, that word is enclosed in single quotes, and s is my variable. So this is a Python string. This string literal has been assigned to s. So s is declared here, you can say, as a string variable in Python shell. And if I check the data type of s, what is the data type of s? To check the data type of any variable or any constant, we use type method, type function. So if I say type s, so the answer, the output is class str. That means the data type of string in Python is str. There is a class known as str. How we can declare a string in Python? So strings are enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. You can declare any character set, any combination of character enclosed in single quotes or double quotes if you are declaring a single line string. Okay, but you should always remember that if you are declaring a string, if you are starting a string with the single quote, then you have to end it also with the single quote. Pairing should be same. If you are starting it with the double quotes, at the end also you should have the double quotes. It's not that like that you are starting a string with a single quote and ending it with a double quote. That will generate an error. Now this is like a variable I am creating, a equal to, this is a string created with the help of single quotes. Similarly, b is equal to, this is another string. So this is the string which is created in double quotes, and you can see when we are talking about a, we are using single quotes at both ends, and when we are talking about b, we are using double quotes at both ends. Then you can declare multi-line strings also. So when you are working with the multi-line strings, you can use triple quotes, like c is equal to triple single quotes. You can see triple single quotes, it is a multi-line string. Now line has been changed here, spread in 2 lines, and the ending is also triple single quotes. Okay, triple single quotes, it is a multi-line string, line change, spread in 2 lines, triple single quotes. Okay, so, and the another way is d is equal to triple double quotes, consecutive triple double quotes. This is another multi-line string spread in 2 lines, and again closing is also in the same way. Okay, so this is how you can declare different type of strings. So for accessing these strings, for handling these strings, as I had already discussed, we are having a str class in Python, and it is a built-in class. You need not to import anything. Okay, since it is a class and it is inbuilt class, you need not to import anything or do anything for string methods. You have to direct use it. You have to direct, you start using it. Okay, accessing a Python string. How you can access a Python string? So how you declare a string, we have already discussed. X is equal to computer, this is you discussed. And now if you want to access the entire string, or you want to print the string, so you will be using the print x. So when I say x, I'm talking about the entire string, entire sequence of character which is stored by the name X, that is computer. So it will print the computer. This is the output. And if I say, if I want to print the first character or you want to print the last character, then I will be using X and then the index value, just like in C++, Java programming, where string is an array, and to access an array you use 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 index value. Similarly you can use here also. So when I say print x0, that means we are talking about the first character. The first character is 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I say x0, it is C, and if I say x7, it is R. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, x7, that is R. So in this fashion you can access a Python string. At the same time, this is just printing. I am printing X or I am printing this. If I say x0 is equal to Z, what happens? Will it becomes computers? No. When you say x0 is equal to Z, it will generate error. Why it will generate error? Because strings in Python are immutable. Immutable means you cannot change them. You cannot change them. You cannot change what? Can't you change a string? If suppose X is computer, can I change it to science? If I write X is equal to science, what happens? Will it generate error? No. When I say X is equal to science, it will not generate error. But when I say X0 is equal to Z, it will generate error. When I say X is equal to science, X was referring to computer, now X will refer to science. The entire reference has been changed. But when I say x0 is equal to Z, X is referring to same computer, and at the same memory location you are trying to change C with Z, an element is going to be changed, which is not possible when you are working with the strings in Python. Why? Because Python strings are immutable. You cannot change them. So you will get an error. If you issue this type of statement, you will get an error. And this is what? Traceback most recent last call. Okay, so this is what? x0 is equal to Z, and the error is str object does not support item assignment. Okay, so why? Because Python strings is immutable. So this type of assignment, element assignment, you can say, element assignment is not allowed in Python string. There is another way of accessing a string also. Like you don't want to access the entire string, you want to access a part of a string, or you want to access a particular character of a particular string. Then in that particular case you can use the slicing operator, that is the square brackets, that is called slicing operator. And the process of using this slicing operator is known as slicing the string. So to access a string, usually we use the slicing operator, and the process is known as slicing string. This is a my string, and the value of my string is suppose Bhartiya. This is a string I had created. My string is equal to Bharti. So now you can see how this Bharti is stored into the memory. It is stored at some memory location, and my string is pointing to this particular word Bharti. Okay, now here B is the first character of the string, so its index is 0. And similarly H, A, R, A, T, I, Y, A, all the characters have an index like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last character of a string is having index 8. Okay, this is the forward direction. When you are moving in forward direction, the indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, the last character is having another index -1, that is negative index. It is usually used when you are following the backward direction, when you are moving in backward direction, when you are traversing a string in backward direction, then the last character is having index as -1, then the second last is -2, -3, and so on, and the first character is your -9. So this is how you can assume that how the indexing, or you can say element of a strings, are basically arranged. This is basically a sequence, you know, and if there is a sequence, then there must be certain order. So here the order is your index. So you can have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 increasing order index, that is your forward direction, or you can have negative index, that is your backward direction. So suppose somewhere I say I want to access, say, my string 4. So my string 4 is A. Okay, this is my string 4, and at the same time if I say my string minus 4, it is t, right? So this is how index plays a role in accessing the string. But my string is accessing the entire string, but if you want to slice them, then you can use these methods. So my string to access the entire string, when you refer the variable name, refer the string variable name, it means you want to access the entire string. And second method is my string n, just one number. It can be any positive number, it can be any negative number. So if I say my string 2, that means I'm trying to access this third character. My string 2 means third character, n plus 1th character. My string n means to access n plus 1th character. If I say my string 5, it means I want to access the 6th character, that is your t. Okay, my string 7, that is your 8th character. If you count from first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, this is your 8th character, my string 7. Or my string minus 3, so minus 3 is your 6th character. So this is how you can access the string, by providing just element number. So if you are providing only one number in your square brackets, that will be treated as the element number, and in that case you can access n plus 1th character, right? Then we are having my string m colon n. Here we are talking about starting from m. It means we want to access part of a string. We are not accessing one character, one element. We are accessing part of a string starting from m and ending at n, not including n. Not including n means just before n. Just before n. Like if I'm talking about, suppose I want to access Bharat. I want to access Bharat, B-H-A-R-A-T. Okay, so what I will do? I will do my string 0, because I want to start from 0, from Bharat B, and I want to go up to T. So I will say my string m colon 6, m colon 6, before 6. Before 6 is Bharat. Before 6 is Bharat. Before 6 is 5. Okay, if I write here my string 0 colon 5, so it will be Bhara, B-H-A-R-A, not including the n, right? If you say m colon n, you will access from mth character to n minus 1th character. Then my string m colon n colon step. M colon n colon step, what is this? M colon n colon step is to access from mth character to nth character as usual, not including the nth character, and the step jump will be of a step. Like if I want to access from Bharat, but alternate character of Bharat, so I want to start from B, I want to terminate at T, and I want to access what? B, then A, I want to leave H, B, A, like this. So it will be my string 0 colon 6 colon 2. So 0, 2, 4, but not including 6. I will not include 6. So 0, 0 that is B, 2 that is A, 4 that is A. So this is how you can use the slicing operator to slice off the strings. This is what all the possible methods of slicing I have discussed here. Say x is equal to Kendriya Vidyalaya. Suppose x is the string, you are having Kendriya Vidyalaya. So if I say print x, that is the entire Kendriya Vidyalaya. If I say x5 means the 6th character. 0, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th, that is I. So you can say the output is I. x4 colon 9 means from 5th character to 9th character, not including 9. Okay, so you can start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is your R. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9th is your V. So answer is RIYA space, RIYA space. Similarly, print x colon 7, start is not given. So when the start is not given or when the end is not given, it is automatically treated as start will be 0 and end will be the last plus 1. And will be the last plus 1. Okay, so you can see here, say 0 to 7, 0 to 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not including 7. Okay, so KENDRIY, KENDRIY. Similarly, 9 colon end, end is not specified, it means all. So from 9 onwards, all. So 9 is your V, so Vidyalaya, the complete. Okay, similarly, X colon, neither start is mentioned nor end is mentioned, it means the entire string, from starting to end, from starting K to end A, everything included. Then start print X colon -3. X colon -3 means the end is -3 from starting to -3. So what is -3? This is -1, this is -2, this is -3. A is -3. Okay, so start from Kendriya, K, start from 0, and ending is -3, not including -3. Not including -3 means Kendriya Vidyal, Kendriya Vidyal. Similarly, -5 to end. What is -5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -5 is what? A. So -5 to end, all. ALAYA. Similarly, -6 to -5. What is your -6? -6 is Y. -5 is A. Not including -5. Start to end, not including end. So -6, that is only Y. Then -5 to -5, not possible. You know very well, not including -5, so nothing will be included. 5 to 5, not including 5, that is nothing. And 10 colon 2 will also give you none, nothing. Why? Because from 10, where is 10? 10 is at I, and you want to move to the 2, that is N, so you have to move backward direction. But from 10, if you add 1, if you take step 1, you will move to 11, you will move to 12, but not to 2. So that's why it will give you nothing, because you are moving in forward direction. But if you want to move in backward direction, if you want to really move in backward direction, then what do you have to do? 10 colon 2 colon -1 in backward directions, from starting from 10 to 2, again not including 2. Starting from 10 to 2, not including 2, -1 in backward direction. So 10 is your I, so I V space AYIRD only, a bus, because 0 1 2, N is your 2, so not including 2. Similarly, 2 colon 10 comma colon 2, so starting from 2 to 10, jump of 2, so 2 to 10, 2 is your N, so N, then R, then Y, then space, and 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so not including 10, so this is how you will get. Sorry, there is a jump of 2, so 2 plus 2 4, 2 plus 2 4, so you will jump to R plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, blank space plus 2 10, not including 10. So this is how you are getting N R Y. Similarly, 10 colon 2 minus 2, from 10 to 2, jump of 2 characters, okay, in backward direction, but not including 2. So this is how we have done it, and now this time we will be in reverse direction. So I, and then space, then Y, then R. I space Y R. It was a jump of 1 character only, and here is the jump of 2 characters. So this is how you can access the character slicing. So in the part 2 we will discuss lot more things, like this is just a starting. We will talk about the operators in strings and all this thing, but slicing is very important part, and I will request you all to practice all these things, all these possible methods I had given. So you should practice all this thing. This is you can see the slicing is one of the very good operations. Like suppose I want to find the reverse of a string. Say I want to make a program to ask a string and then to check whether the string is a palindrome or not. So I'm saying S is equal to, say, input, say enter a string, okay, this is the string we are entering, and we want to check the reverse of this string. So I'm using r is equal to, how to calculate reverse? So it's very easy. It's very easy to find the reverse of a string. Okay, how to find the reverse of a string? How to find the reverse of a string? So very easy. Say, you can say string start from the back, okay, to the len, say minus len minus 1, minus len minus 1 in backward direction. Okay, now just to check whether it is working or not, you can use it like this, print r, and I will explain what is this. Say the string is suppose pawan, so you can say NAVAP. Now you may ask why I'm writing minus len s minus 1. So let me tell you another thing. Say this is a string and I want to just calculate the length. N is equal to len of s. What is the length of the string? So if I run and if I say write pawan, the length is, sorry, print, you have to print it, print n. Okay, and if I say pawan, then it will say 5, length is 5. No, what is your last character? Your last character was minus 1. And so what is your first character? If your last character is minus 1, your first character is what? Minus 5. Minus 5, that is minus len s, minus len s. But if I write here minus len s, what happens? Not in, you know, end is not included. So minus len s means, suppose it is minus 5, so not including minus 5. So if I use this one, it will print only what? NAVA. It will not include P. How? Just check it. Say I'm saying pawan and the reverse is NAVA. It will not include P. So just to move to minus 6, I want to move beyond minus 5. Okay, so minus 6, I am saying minus len s minus 1, and if I now run it, it will be working successfully. Okay, now I can simply check it. I will check. What I will do, if s is equal to r, this is the comparison. We will discuss about this also, string comparison. If s is equal to r, then you can say print s is palindrome, else print s is not a palindrome. S is not a palindrome. So you can run, say pawan is not a palindrome. But again, if I run, okay, now if I say radar, 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 so you know radar is a palindrome. Radar is a palindrome. So this is how you can work with this this is how you can work with the strings and slicing. One such slicing I have shown here, and we will continue it in later sessions. So thank you very much, dear friends, dear students, and we will continue it